Ever notice how we always say just 5 more minutes? 5 more minutes in bed? 5 more minutes scrolling? 5 more minutes before we finally start? It feels small, harmless even, like we're borrowing time we can easily pay back. But those moments, they add up. One day becomes a week becomes a month, and suddenly the thing you said you'd do later is still waiting, still paused, still untouched. Here's the part most people don't realize. 5 minutes is powerful. It's enough to write the first sentence, enough to sketch the first idea, enough to take the first step. You don't need motivation. You don't need the perfect plan. You just need to begin. Because starting changes everything. It breaks the hesitation. It builds momentum. It proves to yourself that you can move. So the next time you catch yourself saying, just 5 more minutes, don't spend it waiting. Spend it starting. Before we jump in, if you're enjoying these videos and want more relatable animations about the weird things we all do but never talk about, hit subscribe to IndieGoat. It helps the channel grow and lets me keep making content like this. Here's something nobody talks about. Most of the things we avoid aren't actually difficult, they're just uncomfortable. And our brains are experts at avoiding discomfort. Think about it. You can spend 3 hours scrolling through random videos without getting tired. But the second you open a document for school, work, or a personal project, suddenly you feel exhausted. Nothing physically changed. The task didn't drain your energy. Your brain just knows there's effort involved. And effort feels uncomfortable, so it starts negotiating. Not with logic, with excuses. Maybe after lunch, maybe after one more video, maybe when I'm in a better mood, maybe tomorrow. The strange part is that tomorrow always feels different in our imagination. Tomorrow is organized. Tomorrow is motivated. Tomorrow wakes up early. Tomorrow drinks enough water. Tomorrow has their entire life figured out. But when tomorrow arrives, it's just you again, the same person, with the same distractions, the same habits, and the same choices. A lot of us spend years waiting to become a different person before we start doing the things we want. But that's backwards. You don't become confident and then take action. You take action and slowly become confident. You don't become disciplined and then build habits. You build habits and slowly become disciplined. Nobody wakes up one morning transformed. Change usually looks a lot less dramatic. It's choosing the harder option when nobody is watching. It's doing something even when you don't feel like it. It's showing up when the excitement is gone. And honestly, that's not very exciting, which is probably why nobody posts about it. There's no montage, no dramatic music, no life-changing moment, just small decisions that seem insignificant at the time. Until one day you look back and realize those small decisions changed everything. What's funny is that people underestimate how much progress can happen in a month, but overestimate how much can happen in a day. We want instant results. We want immediate proof that our effort matters. And when we don't see it, we stop. Imagine planting a seed and digging it up every morning to check if it's growing. That's what most people do with their goals. A few days pass, nothing happens. So they quit, not realizing they stopped right before things started to grow. The truth is that progress is often invisible at first. The first workout doesn't transform your body. The first page doesn't create a book. The first video doesn't build a channel. The first step doesn't reach the destination. But every single thing that exists started with a beginning that looked insignificant, including the life you want. And maybe that's the biggest trap, thinking that small actions don't matter. Because they do, not because they're impressive, but because they prove something. They prove that you're moving, and movement has a way of creating momentum. Once momentum starts, things become easier. Not easy, just easier. The hardest part is usually getting yourself to begin. After that, your brain stops fighting as much. It settles in, it adapts. And suddenly, the thing you spent days avoiding isn't nearly as bad as you imagined. So if there's something you've been putting off, something you've been meaning to start, something you've been waiting for the perfect time to do, maybe the perfect time isn't coming. Maybe the opportunity isn't hiding in the future. Maybe it's sitting right in front of you, waiting for you to stop thinking about it and actually do something. even if it's small, even if it's messy, even if it feels insignificant. Because small actions have a funny way of becoming big changes, and big changes always begin the same way, with a decision. If this video made you think about something you've been putting off, subscribe to Indigoat for more relatable animations and thoughts about the weird ways our minds work. And remember, the future version of you isn't going to magically appear and fix everything. The choices you make today are the ones creating that future. See you in the next video.